Right, welcome back. Glad you're still with us. Yes, I'm gonna love you when you're here and love you when I'm gone. Well, okay. So glad you're still with us. This is New Day on Lifestyle Thursday, and if you're joining us right now, you're actually joining it at the perfect time because we are about to discuss about something that is very crucial. I mean, we need to talk about it because so many people are actually left in limbo. They don't know what to do. Do I leave? Do I stay? And if I choose to leave, is there like a specific right time where I have to live, and especially where there's a lot of stakes involved? I mean, there are children involved, there's money here, we've built, let's say, a business together. What's happening? Okay, so many people left not knowing what to do. Okay, so if you are in such a situation right now and you're watching us and thinking, what do I do? Like we said, feel free to engage with us on all our platforms. The lines are open, so you can give us a call on 0791 478990, or you can still send in an SMS at 40920. But please, when you call in, make sure that, one, your TV is either on mute or just turn down the volume so that we can be able to communicate. But also remember to tell us where you're watching us from. And if you're sending in an SMS again, feel free to tell us where you're watching the show from. But to make it even better, you can still use our WhatsApp number, that is 0777 672230. And let us know. Do you leave? Do you stay? Is there a specific right time? And especially if you choose to leave. And if you are, like I said, in that situation, then feel free again to ask in any question. And we'll be here to answer all your questions. And like we said, our guest is already in studio looking very pretty. Her name is Paris Wanjiku, who is a relationship coach. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the show. We love visitors.
Thank
so
you
welcome.
very
I hope you feel welcome.
Thank you.
And comfortable.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're glad so much that you're here with us. But just so that the people can hear your voice, you just say hi, ulizi kwaje leo, so that I can hear your voice.
Hello, our viewers. I'm Paris. I'm glad you're watching.
Yes.
Karibuni sana.
All right. Now, can we just, first of all, talk about the dynamics of relationships? Because now, there is a lot. It seems a lot, as far as relationships are concerned. We always talk about communication. Communication is very important in a relationship, but there are other pillars that make up a successful relationship, okay? So can we just talk about relationships and long-term stroke marriage type of relationship? You know, these are the ones when you're dating and you're getting to know this person, But when it comes to like marriage and fundamentals of a successful, we can say, marriage. Can we talk about this, and then we'll talk about then toxicity?
Well, marriage, it's a lifetime commitment. It is something very serious. So when people want to settle together, you have to choose the right partner whom you are ready to spend the rest of your life with. So this is why we say the couple has to be very careful, all the way from dating up to the day of the vows, and then for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So we normally advise a couple when they go for counseling to, first of all, be sure that this is the kind of person I want to spend the rest of my life
with.
Unfortunately, most marriages are based on infatuation and lust. People don't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So they see someone pretty, I want to marry her. Someone who has money, like the way they say, tall, dark, and handsome. But that's not what makes marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage is something very big. So we normally tell the young couples, before you get into this thing, be very careful.
Yeah. On the
seek
kind of
God.
person. Yeah.
Because, when normally people get married around the age of 20 to 30.
Yeah.
That time, most of them are free now from the parent, and now they are experiencing independence. After education, someone has just got a job.
There's a bit of freedom.
Yeah. So it's very easy to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not what is happening in today's society.
Yeah.
So people tend to rush matters.
Yeah.
Because especially if there's a wedding involved, the joy and such stuff. But then the wedding is just an event.
It is.
Marriage is the main
It's
thing.
a lifetime commitment.
Yeah, so it's very important for someone to be very careful with what they are going into, because marriage is a very big thing.
It is, and I'm happy that you say that, because right now we all focus on the wedding, and even during the engagement and then planning a wedding, there's a lot of excitement about the same. That we tend sometimes to forget about the bigger picture. And I like how you put it. Marriage is the main thing. Forget that there's a wedding or not. Marriage. This is like this is a person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, so you have to make the correct choice. Now, when it comes to then choosing the right partner, here's where I always have, okay, it's not a problem, where what is right? You know, we always told, make sure you choose the right partner for you, make sure you choose the right partner. But then because it's, what makes a right partner? Because some people who you think they're right for you sometimes end up disappointing you, and then we have cases of violence. You know, sometimes the relationship then turns into a toxic relationship. So that aspect of a right partner, what does that word even mean in
Right
this
partner.
context of relationship, which hopefully will translate into marriage?
Now that's where now we involve first of all, for the believers, they normally involve the religious helpers, let's say like pastors, bishops, the clergy, in other words, whether they are Christians or they are Muslims, so that, because you know, they say when an old man is sitting down can see very far than someone who is on top of the tree and they are young. So number one, how will I spend life with this person for the rest of my life?
The rest of your life,
The first thing to think about is, do we share interests?
Okay.
What are our goals? For example, nowadays we've empowered the girl child. Unlike our parents, the woman was just brought up to be married. So, for example, if when you'd allow me to use you, your parents have empowered you. You are at this level, you are working. And then you get married, and then your husband, after the wedding night, tells you, now you are under me, no more work.
Wait, like, oh, okay. This is an example.
It's an example.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, listen, this is an example, chill.
You see?
Yeah, but it happens. We've seen people who do that. Yes.
So that's why we see most people getting married, it doesn't even go for a year.
True.
Because what people do, they pretend during courtship. They
Put your best
pretend,
foot forward.
they act. Wait until the two colors come out.
Yes.
The other thing is that, do you believe in the same things? Nowadays, the world has become so corrupt, and people are doing extraordinary things that were never there a long time ago. Say, for example, if you would allow me, in matters of sexuality, you get married to a guy, and this guy probably has been practicing some other means of sexual behaviors, unlike the normal ones that are supposed to be there. So this young girl, religious, learned, working, and then when you go to the honeymoon bed, the person now starts doing other things than the normal way. It now becomes an abuse. Instead of now sex in marriage becoming a gift, it now becomes something else that could even harm the spouse. You see, the person was faking it all along. So you see, in such a case, now that we can call it a toxic relationship. And you would not advise someone to stay in such a marriage for the rest of their lives. Because when you talk about toxic relationship, it's something that itakudhuru.
That's true. That's true.
You understand? So when it becomes not helpful, then it puts you at risk. then now we call it toxic.
Yeah.
And then now that's why we think, that's why we are here today.
That's true. I like that because I'm pretty sure there's some people who, you know, when they get married, all is rosy and then later on it turns toxic and they're like, I never saw the signs. But most of the time we ignore the signs. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But we have a caller on the line, Jane from Meru. Good morning.
Hi, Winnie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you very much for calling us. Do you have a question?
Not really a question, but I need guidance.
Okay, go ahead. And please speak up.
Okay, there's this guy.
Mm.
We've known each other for a year and 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So in the process,
Mm.
you can get him to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually really happy about it.
He was happy about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Saizi mtoi ako 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
But for the last, I guess, 3 months,
Mm.
mse amechange.
Mm.
I'm just so confused.
Yeah. Alichange aje.
Everything, like before he was this cool guy, he was so honest, caring. At times unajua the normal arguments, we just talk them over and tunasolve everything. Lakini siku hizi ni kama vile dem anapakanga makeup akiamka unapata a new person.
Okay, you had to use the makeup example. Okay.
So like so tumepata yani tunaweza kaa for a month, same house, same bed, na hakuna mwenye anaongelesha mwingine.
Okay.
So sometimes ile confidence ati namuongelesha, response ni ile tu kushake shoulders ama tu yani I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
So for the past few months amechange uongo mambo ya pesa. And I'm this simple girl. Yani sijika ni vile simuitishangi, and I'm like I'm just miti ni ule tu mse nimetulia tu. Then last week so niko tu na scroll simu yake FB. And yani like nikapata he's flirting with other chicks.
Okay.
So kumuuliza ikakuwa ni kama vita, anataka kuspin blame on me, kugeuza situation ati nikwesa mimi ndio niko na shida na like una get. So Jumi ni mse introvert, so nika open up to my mom. So like my family wanasema niende home. And kaa kona haja na mimi atanikujia home. But sijui yenyewe I'm so confused. So hata like sometimes nile tu mtu wa mahasira. Ukiagwa anasema sijui naweza sijui ati saa like ukiona mtu mwenye amekasirika tena anasema hii yangu si kukasirika, bado sijakasirika.
Okay.
And almost kukugonga, so like hadi nakanga tu no uoga, imagine.
Has he been violent before?
No, msimuona akiwa hivyo tena.
Okay.
So hii yenye nilimuuliza about the flirting sasa ndio ameleta shida kabisa. Then nikapata hata simu imewekwa password. Nikitaka kutumia saa labda nimpatie, and then ako like nataka nini na simu, so lazima kwanza nimwambie kitu yenye nataka, then ndio aniwekee password. So me, I think, yeah.
All right. Okay, so please stay on the line for a little bit because Paris is here, Miss Kia. But do you have a question for her? She's still on the line.
Okay, Jane.
Yeah.
Do you work? Unafanya kazi?
Hapana, sasa hivi niko tu naangalia tu mtoto nikiwa kwa nyumba.
Okay, kabla upate mtoto, were you working?
Actually, 20 years. Nilikuwa almost kwenda shule, then nikapata birth, ikabidi kwanza take care of the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Jane, when women get kids, there is normally a problem called postnatal, whereby the couple, the couple, they normally feel like now there's a third party in the marriage or in the relationship. You see, before, it was just you and the father of your baby. So that's how it was somehow rosy. But sasa, kuna huyu mgeni amekuja. Because you said you are 20 years old, people of that age tend to feel like there's a competition. Even the father of the baby feels like huyu mtoto amekuja kunyang'anya the person who was very close to me. So first of all, I'd advise you to stick around. Whatever you are feeling right now is normal for someone who just got a baby. What you require right now is some more understanding. However, I would not advocate for violence. I would only tell you to stick in if you are safe. Kwa sababu, yeah, if you are safe.
The problem is not the baby.
Yeah.
The problem is other chicks and his character is change kabisa. Like he's a new different person.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like that evidently, like I don't know.
Okay. Now Jane, did you do a wedding ama ni kukaa tu cohabitation?
Hapana, unajua like so like ikabidi tu nimemapproach tu na uzuri tu, then nikamuuliza kuna this recording alikuwa amereport na this other chick I love you too. So like ikafeel vibaya, so ikabidi tu nimemapproach kumuuliza, then ikaleta shida kabisa.
Oh, okay. In this case, I'd advise you look for someone very close. Aongee na yeye. So that we give him time, kwa sababu unajua there's pressure on both sides. Yeah. On your side there's pressure, on his side there's pressure. Like I said, maybe he's feeling like you don't have enough time for him.
Yeah.
On the other hand, now that you have given birth, don't avoid him. Try and accommodate him so that at least he will feel actually, he's still part of it.
Me, it's wrong to avoid, and I try to approach, but he's like ever on the phone. Na nile watu nyawambi yangu like atakaye kusikiza mtu, so hata sijui naweza approach nani ndio amsikize.
Okay. In that case, do you have a close friend mwenye anaweza msikiliza? You know, he might not listen to you, lakini maybe he has someone, maybe an uncle or a very close friend who is mutual between nyinyi wawili. Kama family mnaweza kuwa na friend mwenye anaweza muongelesha, because like I said, whatever you are going through happens mostly. That's why I was very glad you said your child is 6 months. Sindio? Yeah. So for now, he just needs to give him time, and again involve.
How much time should I? Nitavumilia like hadi lini?
Well, I'm saying sikwambi utoke kwa marriage right now. I'm saying the first step you take, you involve a friend or someone who he can listen to. Maybe if you go to church, there could be your pastor or something like that. And then after the communication, now even you on your part as the mother, now you try to create time, try to make things, fanya mambo ikuwe kama venye kitambo ilikuwa kabla mtoto akuje. Because maybe akifika kwa nyumba, wewe uko busy, uko na mtoto, maybe akikuja, he does not feel welcome. So what does he do now? He has to look for the comfort elsewhere. Like you said, ako always on WhatsApp, on Facebook, because probably you are not showing him the attention that he requires.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is, if you are a believer, it is important to pray, because there is power in a praying woman. Because you know, everywhere there is unity, even the devil is not very happy with with a lot of joy. So pray for your marriage. Again, involve someone of a higher authority than your husband. And then also again, you try to be vibrant the way you were before the baby came. Because whatever you're experiencing normally happens kwa watu wakipata watoto.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, don't give up. Don't give up just yet.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Winnie.
Okay, thank you very much, Jen, for calling, and all the best. Okay, please call us and tell us how it goes. All right.
Okay.
Okay, you have a good one. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. And then we also have another person who's saying, I also need guidance, okay? And says, this is Irima Jr. Says, I need guidance too. I'm married and blessed with one kid, but recently I'm seeing funny characters with my wife, okay? So says, any moment we're in an argument, she runs away from the bed. She keeps raising her voice every time I am addressing her. We have tried to talk to her with my church members, but no change. I even say, her down with my, I think meant to say that, down with my family members, but no change. What do I do?
Okay, Winnie, there are some common warnings that the marriage or the relationship is in trouble.
Yes.
The first one is that you are always criticizing each other.
All the time. Okay.
The other one is like the one Elima is saying, the wife keep running away.
Yes.
Yeah? So there is no, the conjugal rights are denied, in other words. The other one is like, there's the same argument every time.
Over and over again.
Yeah,
Okay.
over something that you solved and it was over. Then the issue of keeping secrets.
Okay. They were very open before, which I think is the same case with Jen, because Jen
Yeah.
was saying he was very honest, very open before, but just a squeeze mpaka si make a password.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now they're about the phone.
Yes.
I think now in this era, people should not go to each other's phones.
Because you'll always find what you're looking for.
Yeah. Please leave
The other
someone's
person's phone.
phone, because all of us, no matter how close, even if we are twins, we have the freedom of independence.
That's true. That's true.
And everywhere there is mistrust, then people tend to collide. Because if I come and, like here, when you go for a break, I start taking your phone, you'll start wondering what I'm looking for. Even if there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So first of all, let's leave each other's phone.
Phones, okay.
Tafadhali tuachane na simu za wenyewe. However,
Yes.
that does not mean we involve secrets.
Yeah.
I know
that's
of
the
families
thing.
that are very stable
Yeah.
because of being open.
Yeah.
At times, it costs you nothing.
Nothing actually. Yeah.
Hello, I'm somewhere.
I might be running late, or
Even if you not run late,
Yeah.
let the partner
Let
know.
know
So
where
that,
you are,
because
yeah.
in the course of commuting to and fro, someone else might see you and then call the other person.
Yeah.
I've just seen so and so. You are doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But since the other person was caught by surprise,
Yeah.
now an uproar will come up.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, let's answer another call and then we'll continue with that, because I feel it's very, very important. I like that aspect of phone. What channel does it? Hiya, we have Bunyoli from Nairobi. Good afternoon.
Hi, Chibaby.
Hi, Beverly. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Very fine. I really love that discussion.
Thank
And
you.
what I really want to say is that akina dada wacha wajipende. Yes, there's no way, because I've had that lady who was just called.
Yeah.
You'll find that even the parents don't know the man that she's living with. Hajaenda kwa officially. Then why should I stay with someone who has just all of a sudden amebadilika? It's a toxic relationship. Ndio maana unapata there's one mwenye alikatwa mikono na bado anakati ako na bwana.
That's true.
And the fact that even you have a child from that particular relationship, mi usema kwenyu haujafukuzwa kama msichana. Yeah? Hata kama mtoto umempata, peleka mtoto kwa mamako, uwe kuja Nairobi, anza vibarua, so that you can raise up a kid. But the fact that you're staying in that relationship because what about my baby? Sijui sina kazi, wacha mtoto nikae tulee na huyu mwanaume, ule na mwanaume. And there's another case whereby a man literally had to, yani unajua The fact, I don't want to mention that, but the lady really, what the husband did, alimngojea kwa barabara, akaenda akamweka super glue huko chini na karab na mchanga kabisa. Yeah? So why do you have to wait as a lady? It gets to that point in the name that you have a baby with this particular man. Nata ajui kwenyu. So what I can tell the ladies, wacha wajipende. Yeah? You have not been chased away from your home.
That's
Take
true.
the baby to your parents. Come back to Nairobi, hustle, support your kid, and love yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And sometimes it's just to engage you a little bit. And especially when some people say, well, but they were really nice before. They were honest, they were open, they were loving, they were caring, they were this, they were that. So when you listen to that conversation, it's like there's no fault, there's no flaw, this person is perfect, and then they later on change. Do you feel sometimes we tend to overlook these things?
Me hapo, Winnie, I'll first look at myself because number one, if I'm staying in that particular, okay, he was really nice at first. Because these things happen with almost wengi wao wenye walikuwa wazuri hapo awali.
Yeah.
But your relationship also in that house, it will also affect the baby. Yeah? The way you're relating with this particular man in the house, also the baby, even if the baby is not talking, the baby has some questions in his mind or in her mind.
Yeah.
They know what is happening in the environment. So it's better jipende, ondoka, mwanaume hata hajalipa mahari ajui kwenyu aujui kwao, bado umekaa hapo unajifanya mke, umemlelea mtoto, unalea na bado unateseka.
Yeah.
Go home.
Watu
Give the baby
wajipende.
to your mother, come back to town, hustle.
Yeah.
Jijenge. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay, don't kill yourself, because I kind of get what you're saying, because most of the time we hear, nobody even knows you in their family, nobody knows about you and all those things, and then things happen and they're like, kwani na huyu alikuwa nani in the first place? So jipende. I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Okay, all right, I like that. Wasichana membo mjipende, okay? Do not kill yourself simply because you want to be seen as the perfect woman for this man, okay? Namzalia mtoto and all those things, and then things happen and nobody even knows about you from their side, and they're like, haya, kwani huyu alikuwa nani, okay? You can always go back to your parents' home. You make the decision, okay? I like that. All right, and do you have anything to chime into that?
Yeah, maybe just to encourage the issue of openness.
Yes.
It's your life we're talking about here. And like I started by saying, marriage is a lifetime commitment.
Yeah.
So don't run away from home and claim you are married and nobody knows where you are.
Yeah. You're the only person who knows where you are.
In this era.
Yes.
That's why we are saying, even the government said, if you stay with someone for 6 months, then
You're married.
that's a marriage,
Yes.
isn't it? So let people, let your family know where you are. Because where even the relationship turns toxic is because you just disappeared. So even the person you are living with can easily abuse you because anyway, who knows where you are?
That's so true. That's true. Okay. All right. Now, here's the thing. So for this one who says, mi nimejaribu, Erima, the one who says, the wife, wakikuwa tuna argument, first of all, anatoroka bedroom and then raise her voice, like they've tried all these things. And you were talking about sometimes what's, makes up a toxic relationship. So for his question, what do I do? Because mi nimejaribu to involve the church, hakuna kitu inafanyika, hakuna change.
In that case, Elima, what you do first of all is to look at what caused this straining in the relationship.
In the first place, okay.
We have several causes of stresses in marriage. Number one, finances.
Yeah. Big
In
one.
this era of COVID-19, we need.
Yes. Things have changed
Things have
literally
changed.
for everybody. Yes.
Because previously, we did not have a lot of money, yes,
Yeah.
but somehow people had adopted on how to live or rather to survive on the little they had.
Yes.
Then came Corona. So COVID-19 destabilized most homes.
Yes.
Because the major thing was finances. You see, normally most families especially in the rural areas, they were planning on only maybe the evening meals.
Yeah.
Now they have these kids
Who's at home all the time, and
the
that's the
whole
one to
day
eat. You know how children don't care until there's no food. No.
eating every now and then
Yes.
from ages 8 to 17.
Yeah.
And now there's no money. And who's supposed to bring this money?
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Maybe
Daddy
daddy was
had a
working in a
job.
restaurant,
Yeah.
and because of COVID,
They had to close down. Now there's no money.
there's no money, a lot of hunger because people are idle.
Yeah.
You understand? So finances can cause stress in a
In a
relationship.
relationship. Yeah.
Even in homes where maybe the kids are numerous in number, maybe lack of time for each other.
Yeah.
So I'll ask Elima to first of all sit back and think, we were okay. Where did we
Where
go
did we go
wrong?
Yeah. And I like, sometimes I like what you counselors say, because most of the time you have the answer. You as a person, you have the answers.
Yeah.
As we're just here to help you.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? So you know what to do. You know what caused the drift, and you know how you can fix it.
First of all, because if he's saying he has tried the church,
Yeah.
he has tried external help,
Yeah.
he could be the problem. As Elima, what was I doing before?
Yeah. That
Right
I'm
now, I'm
doing
not
now.
doing.
Yeah.
What changed?
Yeah.
Because you see, people don't, when they come to ask us for help, some of them, they are not even honest because
Yeah.
probably there was an affair in question and the spouse found it hard to forgive. So we solved the problem for the sake of the children
Yeah.
because they don't want to go. Times are hard.
Yeah.
But now, as a wife, I cannot stand you because ulinifanyia hivi.
Hata ile siku ingine, we go back to the reservoir.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, we also have another question here, and this is pretty long. But before that, let me read this comment from our favorite person, like one of our #1 fans. Okay. And he says, hello, how have you been? Anyway, so Gabriel Otieno Makopodo. All right, from Kitengela, watching, says, Winnie, say hi to our guest in the studio, Umesalimiwa. Says, mine today is just to wish my fellow viewers a good time and the entire crew of Every TV family. You people are wow. Oh, thank you. Continues to say, I'm taking a sabbatical leave to fly to France tomorrow to take my new role at the embassy as a communication officer. Otherwise, we'll be following you on YouTube. Winnie and Nelima, thank you very much. And not forgetting Paul. Okay, Paul Pia Vesalimiwa. All right, and thank God for answering my prayers. Please do take care and please pray for me too and my family. Oh, we'll miss you. We'll miss him, texting us. But it's okay. All the very best, in your new workstation, I would say, in France. And please fly safe and ustusahau. All right? But all the very, 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 very best to you, Gabriel. And thank you very much for being an ardent supporter of New Day. And, of course, all our other programming. All the very best. We'll miss you, but you'll be safe, okay? You'll be okay. Okay, to our very long text, all right? So this one says, hello, Winnie. I'm Mo from Kahawa. I had a boyfriend. We met last year around August. We dated for around 10 months and we broke up only almost 2 months to our anniversary. So he left me for a certain lady who happened to be light-skinned because I'm chocolate. So after that, after 1 month of their relationship, he came back to text me after I told him to text me after maybe a year. He should give me some time to heal. So after 1 month of his relationship with the other lady, he started texting me, oh, sijui, the lady went away with everything in his house, like alienda na 200K yake, oh, sijui alikuwa mkora. He said that a lot of things and he started blaming me for that. Mara ati sahi tungekuwa na yeye hangepata hizo shida, yet he's the one who proposed our breakup. Okay. And I said, it's okay. I will try to move on. And now I have even healed from that. But he's disturbing me. And how do I handle this? Whew. Alitoka akapata mwingine light skin, huyo mwingine amemuibia. So he wants to, and now he's blaming this other lady. Naambia kati ungekuwa na wewe, ungepata hizi shida.
Well, what I'd say,
yes,
it's better a broken relationship than a broken marriage.
That's true.
Because we've seen even people breaking up after a few months
Yeah.
down the line, only a few months. But you see now that one has impact.
Yeah.
Because the scars will forever follow you.
That's true.
Moving on will be a bit difficult.
It will be difficult.
And that's why most ladies are in a dilemma now. Because you are beautiful, you are in the wrong relationship, and then it did not work after you got into the marriage thing. That's why I said when I was beginning, marriage is a very serious matter.
It is, yeah.
So, what I'll advise this lady, run for your life, my dear.
Yes.
Run as fast as your legs can carry you.
Yes.
Don't go back.
Yeah.
Because people who always shift blame are dangerous.
Yeah.
Because number one, they are not ready to take responsibility.
Yes.
Because from what I've heard is that the guy
Yes.
proposed the breakup.
And now he says, Niwewe, come on to me.
You see, he's shifting the blame.
Yes.
So my dear girl,
Run away.
you are too young
Yes.
and your right partner will come
Yeah.
at the right time.
Yeah.
Run for your life and don't go back.
Yeah. Because she even says she has healed and she's ready to move on. So I think it's easier that way for her to move on than to go back and then suppose the same thing happened where the guy proposes, let's break up, alafu anapata mwingine, huyo mwingine maybe it turns out to be something else.
Let's
you
look
know?
at it like this.
Yeah.
The guy could be the problem. Think about it.
Yeah.
Why would the other girl go? Yet she
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
the one with all the advantages.
Yes.
The light skin.
Yeah.
You know, she had been preferred.
Yes, as compared to this other one. Okay.
Probably she discovered something
Yeah.
that.
The guy has, you know.
So I'll tell that girl to
Run away.
think of another route.
Yes, not the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, and I think from these messages, one thing is that sometimes it's either we don't get them or we tend to overlook some of these signs, you know, and some of the things that you were talking about. So my question would be, when do we see these things? Is it and what do you do earlier on? Because now, like you say, I mean, it's better a broken relationship than a broken marriage. But sadly, so many people have found themselves in a position where we're married, there are children involved, we have created enough wealth and money and all those things, we have established businesses. Like, it's a lot. Now you're like, do I leave? If I leave this person with all this money and wealth and all those things, and then ataleta mingine, huyo mingine atakuja kuenjoy the things, the sweat, okay? And if I go, what happens then to my family, to my kids? What will the society say, you know? So for so many people, we're put at a place where we don't know, do we leave, do we stay? So the big question is, are there instances where you can stay? And are there instances where you can just go? Or are there instances where, no, don't think of any of those things?
What I'll say, Winnie,
Yeah.
is that life is more important than any material wealth.
That's true. That's true.
Most toxic relationships, they always end up fatal.
Yeah. Almost all the time. Yeah.
I would say it does not matter what is at stake. Number one,
Yeah.
think about your own life.
Okay.
Because
before
life,
anybody else's.
before
Even the children.
Before even the children.
Okay.
Think about your own life. Because if you are dead,
What's
will you
gonna
be there
happen
to worry
your
about them?
children? No.
If you become disabled because of a situation
They
that you
have
could
been
have prevented,
Yeah.
will you be in a position to help these children?
No.
So I would say your safety is what
It's the
matters
most important
first.
thing. Yeah.
Number two, the children involved. Nowadays, there are very many channels of co-parenting.
Yeah.
I'm not here to advocate for divorce or for separation.
Yeah.
However, I'll say if your life is involved, don't wait
Yeah.
until we are reading you on
Yeah,
Ebro
on the-
TV.
Yes.
Someone was murdered, someone was
Yeah.
cut hands and legs. When you see the signal showing that your life is at risk, first of all, worry about your life.
Okay. Your safety matters first.
Yeah.
All right.
Number two, in the course of the marriage, that's why I said, before you get into it, think very hard about it. Because now when you go there, there's something like, nowadays there's insurance. So if there are kids involved, from the word go, involve them in in policies
Yeah.
that can cover them.
Yeah.
So in the course of life, if things go sour, the kids will be,
Okay.
they'll be safe.
Yeah.
The other thing, wealth can disappear
That's
overnight,
true. Yeah.
like the
Even
one of
when you
Job
still-
of the Bible.
Yeah.
He had done nothing wrong,
Yeah.
but one day he woke up, he had nothing. So I'll say, if the relationship is toxic and your life is at risk, seek help. There are channels nowadays. In other countries, they call them shelters,
Yeah.
like in the US.
Yeah.
If you see someone, number one, we normally, when they come to seek help,
Yeah.
we normally tell us, if the husband finds you in the kitchen,
Yeah.
first of all, look for a way to
Where you
go
can-
where there are no tools.
Yeah.
Because you start arguing in the kitchen and there's a knife there.
Yeah. We all know what can happen. Yeah.
Again, always make sure that you're in a place where you can run.
Okay.
Because nowadays I handled a case whereby someone, the husband, because the husband had been told by a friend
Yeah.
that the wife is too beautiful and is working in a high rank place, so the wife might get, not that has got, might
Might
get
get.
someone better than him.
Oh, well, you know
So
what?
this guy
Yeah.
came, put on the gas. And there was a small baby, 2 months old, involved. And now he's holding the matchbox, ready to light, and the gas is on all over the house.
Wow. Okay, can we take a break on that note? Because now this is, this is too much. And then we'll come back and to understand what happened after. But keep asking your questions. Keep calling us. The number is 0791 478 Use our SMS line 40920. Or better yet, our SMS number 0777 We're taking a very short break and then we'll be back with more on when to walk away in a toxic relationship. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. Glad you're still with us. This is a new day, and of course, it is Lifestyle Thursday. And today we're talking about toxic relationships and how and when to walk away. Because, like we keep on saying, people tend to judge people who choose to stay, and people again still judge the people who tend to leave. But of course, from what our guest is telling us today, Paris, I mean, your life is too important. Even before you think about your kids, even before you think about the wealth and businesses and all those things, you need to think about your safety first. But if you are in such a dilemma right now and you're watching us and thinking, now what do I do? Okay, keep sending in your questions on 0791 478 That is the number to call through because we also want to hear your voice. But you can as well use our SMS line 40920 or better yet, use our WhatsApp number 0777672230 and tell us how you feel about this whole aspect of toxic relationships and when and how to walk away. And on that note, we have a lot of questions for you, Paris. So, okay. And this one says, let me get some of your questions for the same on our WhatsApp number. So this one says, okay, it's a lot. Let me try and see which one we can answer now. This one says, I have one who blames me for every bad decision he makes. He gets serious mad about things he has misplaced. The arguing sometimes drains me. Could it be toxic?
Okay, on that note,
Yes.
let me talk about signs that,
You are in a toxic relationship so that we all know. I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
number one, the spouse. And in this case, we are not talking about the he alone.
No.
It could be either.
It could be either. That's true.
So the
Yeah.
spouse minimizes the abuse.
Okay. Like they were abusive before
Yeah.
and then minimizes.
Because by this time, umezoea.
Okay, amekuchapa kila siku and then umezoea. Like hata ukiona akikuja, let's say drunk or anything, unajua tu hapa atanichapa leo. So like you're used to. Sometimes
Yeah.
you look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
When you're at that level,
Yeah.
you either have to leave or then if you have to stay,
Yeah.
then you must come up now with a coping mechanism.
Okay, all right.
Because as it is, you are in a toxic relationship.
Yeah, okay.
Amekutukana, all the words in the world zimeisha.
Zimeisha.
You are not even hurt anymore.
Yeah.
that relationship is toxic.
It's very toxic, and I've had a lot of people say that zile za mi nimezoea atakuja tu anichape, akuje tu anitukane, like mi nimezoea, like there's nothing, like what's new, you know, tell me something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is that the spouse continues blaming others. Unajua mimi nakupenda sana lakini marafiki zangu.
Okay. All right.
You know, I could have stopped drinking,
But
my friends keep buying for me.
yes.
You know, me, I normally earn a lot of money, but my friends cannot stand me sober.
Yeah.
When someone tries to blame
other
others
people.
for their behavior,
Okay.
then that marriage or relationship
Is toxic.
toxic.
Yeah.
You
And sometimes
understand?
even they manipulate you and tell you, unajua mimi yake nilikuwa hivi lakini wewe vile ulikuja.
Yeah, now that was my next point.
Yes.
They start now blaming you
Yeah.
for the abuse.
Yeah.
Unajua mimi hata kabla nikuoe, mi sikuanga hivi. Wewe ndio umenistress
umenifanya.
kwa nifanya nikuwe hivi.
Yeah.
Maybe by this time you have sought help either from parents,
Yeah.
if it was a marriage, from the best couple, from friends, and now you are there, ndio mko na kesi. They cannot even allow you to explain. Ni huyu, ni huyu, ni huyu, ni huyu.
Yeah.
When they start blaming you on their abusive behavior,
Yeah.
then at that point,
That is toxic.
the relationship is
Very toxic.
toxic.
Yeah.
Then you know that it is really toxic when even them, they can feel the toxicity of the relationship,
Yeah.
until now they are telling you, instead of kwenda ukiambia kila mtu mambo zetu, seek help. Si kuna makansela siku hizi, tafuta therapist. You understand?
Hata yeye ndo anakwambia uende tafute counselor. Na ni yeye. Okay, all right. Okay.
Then at that juncture,
Yeah.
the relationship is,
It's very toxic.
it's toxic.
Yeah.
Then there are these spouses when they know they have hurt you, wamekutandika, or if it's the wife, they have denied you food and all that,
Yeah.
and you are that at the point of now, maybe at the verge of suicide.
Yeah.
They start kneeling down, crying. Nisamehe, ni shetani.
I will change. Hata sijui nini liniingia. Okay.
So these are some of the signs
Yeah.
to know that you are in a toxic
relationship.
relationship.
Yeah.
And this is how now you have to start thinking about your life.
Yeah.
You must choose. Will I live? Say if you are 20,
Yeah.
25, and by the grace of God, we hear that lifespan is around 70. The rest is by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Calculate from 70 and 25. For the next 45 years or
Yeah.
50, start to
Live
think,
with this person.
will I live like this?
Yeah. You know?
I got here to enjoy.
Yeah.
Not to be miserable.
Yeah.
So for the rest of my life, will I stay like this?
Yeah.
So if you choose to go, then this is where you come up now with a plan.
Yeah. You need a plan.
You need a plan. How do I go?
Yeah.
Because most toxic relationships, they are, when the spouse understands that you want to go, they cannot allow you to go.
Yeah.
Most cases you hear over the news that someone was murdered is because they had threatened.
I will go. And you know, it's so easy, by the way, to say, me, by then, takuacha. Me, I'll live. I'll live with the kids. I'll live with your car. I'll live with this. So you're telling this person. And
Yeah.
this person is like, no, you will
I
not.
cannot handle that.
Yes.
Because probably you have come so far, like you are saying,
Yeah.
and they cannot stand that hana bibi sasa.
Yeah.
Maybe let's talk about the case of drunkenness because it causes a lot of toxic
Yeah.
relationship. You see, this person cannot even cook for themselves.
They can't.
They cannot take care of the kids.
Yep.
So they want to abuse you and they want you to stay there.
Yeah.
The first thing you're supposed to do is to seek help. But then you seek help wisely.
Yeah. Don't just wake up in the morning, tell them kule umeenda because they'll come for
Don't
you.
take your phone and say, hello, Fida,
Eh.
utauliwa na maisha iendelee.
Yeah.
You understand?
So be very careful. Yeah.
So you're supposed to, at least, when it comes to calling and you're seeking help, you do it when you're alone
Oh, yeah.
for security purposes.
Purposes. Yeah.
When it is, say for example, you have a car. Of course, cars have spare keys, isn't it? Make sure the spare key is where you can access it.
Yeah.
kikiumana usiku,
Yes.
you can easily grab the khaki
And leave.
and leave.
Okay.
Make
All
sure
right.
also, probably if it is secure, the doors are of the car,
Yeah.
they are, you can access
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
Because if someone comes with a gun, you will not wait there and negotiate with someone at gunpoint.
Yeah.
But again, if you have chosen to stay
Yeah.
for your
You
reasons,
also need to be wise as well.
you also now have to develop mechanisms.
Yeah.
Mechanisms of how now to handle the situation. Because, you know, we are different.
Oh, yeah.
People have something called resilience. People can handle what I can handle, maybe you cannot handle.
That's true. That's true.
So, some ladies, for example, they feel, I cannot leave. I am the one who went to the grocery, nikafanya hii kazi, tukanunua hii shamba, tukajenga hii nyumba. Then, if you're in such a case now, and you feel like, hey, this is too much for me to leave behind, then you must now look for
Ways
the
to
coping,
cope.
the coping.
Yeah. Okay. Before we talk about the coping mechanism, because we have a lot of questions here and I can see time is far much spent. So, okay. But I like that because now it answers the better part of our questions. And one of them, women, Yanashinda could blame that is a very toxic relationship because he was asking, is it toxic? It is toxic. Okay, then. So this one says, hi, I am Marine, age 23, dating a man who's 29. The man was married, but waliachana. He keeps telling me that so he wants to take me to his parents because the first woman hakuwa anajulikana, as in no one knows. Is it right? We have dated for 8 months, no sex. Sijui kwake hajui kwangu, as in we always meet at places and have lunch and a little fun. And this makes me to feel like I'm in the right track. Now, this person, I took him to my mom's place to see my parents, but to him, bado I cannot tell him to take me. That is his choice. Was it wrong to take him home?
Now,
Yes. He doesn't even know your place first, like umempeleka to your mom. Okay, sawa.
it is this generation.
Yes.
Why did the first wife go?
Ah, okay. Question mark.
What girls of nowadays fail to think about
Yeah.
is that maybe the one who was left could have been the problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what?
Is this
ladies
lady-
ask? Yeah.
The reason why the first woman left.
Left. We don't ask
Because
questions. Yeah.
if the guy cheated on the wife to be
With
with
you.
you, then you cannot now start telling us you're in a toxic relationship because you know his character is a problem.
Yeah. Or probably she doesn't know. Ask, do you have a wife? No. What happened to Liachana? Then end of story. You don't even dig deeper to understand what happened that they separated with the wife. So sasa ameshampeleka kwa mama yake and he's like, and she's not ready, I think, to be taken to the guy's parents, if I got the message right. So anauliza, was it wrong for me to take the guy to my mom's in the
No,
first place?
it was not wrong because, first of all, like I said earlier on, maybe the mother can help her identify what kind of a
All
guy.
these things. Okay.
Because what I'm getting is that they have not yet settled. They're in the process. But I'll be so much worried if this lady was the reason why the first wife was left.
Yeah.
Because it will not last.
Yeah.
After some time, the guy will want now the other one.
Yeah.
Or if he has the character of shifting from one woman to the
To the
next,
other. He will
then
find
another one
another
will
one.
come to replace her and ask her,
Okay.
is that what she wants
Yeah.
for the rest of their life?
Of their life.
Because they're talking about the rest of your life, not just a day. Because in Kenya, marriage is supposed to be permanent.
Oh, yeah.
In other countries, it's a contract.
It's a contract, yeah.
But in this, our own country, it's supposed to be a lifetime thing.
Commitment, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so ask yourself all these questions. First of all, okay, so we have like 5 minutes to go. Not even 5, like right now it's around 3 minutes to go. So could we just answer this one question? I don't know, do we have to? We'll see. Okay, so this one says, I'm Jeff. With me, she just made it to the status that staying single and flirting to anybody of her choice is best. Okay. And when I decided to ask her, of that, whether it was a joke or not. She just wrote what a brief text like it's serious, and since then, I'm not getting the answers. Okay, well, I think that it's clearly on. But you're the expert. Okay, what do you feel about this one?
I'll tell the guy to run for their life.
I think it's pretty
My
straightforward.
dear brother, that is a dangerous one.
Yeah.
Tafadhali, tafuta mwingine.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
Because that's a red flag already.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
a
how
red
do you
flag.
write on the status that is flirting and you what? Single and flirting to anybody of her choice is best. Like,
But again, it could be like the girl is trying to trigger the jealousy just to see the commitment of the guy.
okay. So they're very dynamics towards the same.
Yeah. But I would tell the guy, because you are not yet in, be careful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might get in and regret.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, we have a lot of questions and time is not on our side. Do we continue with this topic tomorrow? Nelima, please advise, because we need to end the show like right now. But because you also need to tell us about the coping mechanism. And that is if you choose to stay. In such a marriage. But in a nutshell, because we talked about how important it is to finding the right partner, and then communication and what makes like a good marriage, if I can say, successful marriage. But now this person turns toxic, okay? Because they were right before, and then they turn toxic, and then you're like, so do I leave? Do I stay? There's a lot of things, like you said, but your life is very much important. So in terms of then, as we finish parting shot, because I think we'll continue with this topic tomorrow and answer especially questions, because we have a lot of questions for you. What would you say right now, the common mistake that we do as young people in terms of handling, I would say, relationships and even marriages are concerned, very briefly?
I'll say that the young generation of nowadays, they are looking at the money factor more than the character factor.
Of a person. Yeah.
When it comes to relationship that will end in marriage, what is important is the character.
Yeah.
Because if you have character and you don't have the money, money can follow.
Oh, yeah.
But if you have money and no character, then it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I'll tell the young girls and the young men who are in relationships and they plan to settle, look for a spouse who is full of character.
Yeah.
If it's the wife, the one dictated in Proverbs 31, God-fearing, and they are, even if someone does not have the money right now, we all have the potential.
Yeah.
Opportunities keeps coming.
Yeah.
For example, before COVID-19, nobody ever sold masks except the hospital and the chemist. But nowadays, everywhere,
Everybody is selling
the
masks.
opportunity came.
Yeah.
Someone who had some saving and they had character, they saw the opportunity.
Yeah.
Today, they have grown.
Yeah.
In only 6 months,
Yeah.
their lives will never be the same.
That's true.
So, usichukie mtu juu hana kitu to begin with,
Yeah.
kwa sababu
You don't
we look
know.
for money.
That's true.
But again, there are people with money, but they're not willing to share it.
The stingy type.
So again, their character comes
in. Yeah. Okay.
During the courtship, in the dating, make sure the one you settle with, you have goals. Write them down.
Yeah.
I want to marry you.
Yeah.
This is what I have planned. In the next 5 years, in the
This
next
is
10
what-
years, I am here,
Yeah.
I'm going there. Let someone not come telling you, I'm a millionaire now, that's all you need.
Okay. But even those ones with visions, they also need to act, right? But
Yeah.
then got a vision, and then 5
It's
years, 10
true.
years,
Yeah.
15 years later, hakuna kitu inafanyika.
It's
okay. All right. Let's put a pause on that. Will you come tomorrow, please, so that we can finish this? Please. All right. But in the meantime, we have to say goodbye. My name is Winnie Lumbembe. On behalf of an amazing, amazing team who put together this show, we wish you a lovely day ahead. And of course, a big thank you to you, Paris, for coming by today and giving us sound advice. So many messages coming in and say, Salimia Paris, She's doing great. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for, your comments as well. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And we also need to give a shout out to our very own Teresia, who is celebrating her birthday today. So happy birthday, Teresia, from all of us here. I wish you all the very best. And yeah, goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.